Hello and welcome to Koru Kiwi Arts. My name is Darren. I'm a New Zealand cultural artist. Today I'm going to be drawing a landscape on this beautiful piece of paper. It is roughly 49 centimeters by 34 centimeters, 490 millimeters by 340 millimeters. I saw a photograph of this beautiful bird that I wanted to paint. So I contacted the owners and I told them, for exchange of your photograph, can I paint you or draw you a beautiful landscape from my imagination? And they agreed, so I'm really happy about that. So today I'm going to be drawing this landscape from my imagination. I'm going to be showing you the different parts of the drawing as I'm drawing it. It's going to take a while. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. So if you haven't done this already, please follow us on our YouTube channel. And if you'd like to see more, please hit the notification bell so YouTube can notify you for our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. So here we go. Now I'm going to try and draw the eye to the center of the paper here. First I'm going to draw a tree on both sides of the paper. I'm going to use an HB pencil. I think this is an HB. It is. I don't want it to be too dark, because I may need to go over it again. Well, it's still showing as dark. Could be the paper doing this. So I'm just roughly drawing out the tree. And I'll put another set of leaves or branches over here. And I'll come down here. Because this is a nature scene, it's going to have a lot of trees and bushes, flaxes. Now here, I'm not sure, I like the way this starts off wide and goes narrow as it goes to the top. It's showing height in the tree, which is pretty good, showing some perspective there. Now on this side, I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to put two trees on this side. Because I don't want it to be uniform. I don't want it to be the same. I want to make it a bit quirky. So I'll put another tree here. I'll put a branch maybe out here like this. And again, put the outline of some of the leaves. I'll put another tree in the background here. And this one can be in the head, in the back of this other tree. The thing about nature is things are not set to plan. Everything's done deliberately, and it's not done in a uniform manner. It just does it as it pleases. That's why I like nature. Because you don't know what to expect. But everything has a purpose. If you take one thing away, then it affects another thing. So everything's connected. Okay, so I like that. And here I'll put some, I might put some roots of the tree here. Come through there. This will show the age of the tree by showing it the deep roots. There's an outline of some trees there. Now I'm going to be drawing a line across here, a vertical line. Through here to show where I want to be drawing the eye to. So I'll make it around about here. About here. Now I'm going to do a horizontal line, but by doing that I'll just do an outline of some trees in the background. And to get my horizontal line nice and straight, I'm going to run my finger along the edge of the paper here, like this, see? And I'm going to put my pencil here like this, and I'm going to move along like that. Now I'm giving my horizontal line just there. I might put another set of trees in here. So these are trees on the hill, on the bank. And then on this side, I'll come down through here. I might put a panga tree here. A panga tree or nikau tree. Yeah, I'll put a nikau tree there. These parts of the nikau are very strong, almost like large needles. That's the trunk of the nikau, and normally they have branches or their leaves draping down. As it extends up, these die off and then droop down onto the trunk of the tree or the palm, nikau palm. And the base is something similar to this. So as it grows, it gets taller and taller and extends these segments of the plant. Okay, so I'll make this a lake. I'll make this a lake. Now, over in the foreground, I'll put a mountain. Like that. And I'll put some toys. Some toy plants in here, but I won't put them in. I'll put them in later because I'm going to be putting the water across here and I don't want to run the water over these, so I'll do them last. And here we've got different types of plants through here. Some flaxes. So now I'm just going to pause this because I'm going to get a piece of paper. Now, the reason why I use paper is so that I don't smudge anything from underneath. So when my hand sweats, it doesn't go over the pencil that's already existing there. So I'll use this. Now, I'll put some clouds in later. So let's start from the tree, or maybe I can add some rocks down here. Rocks. It's going to be an interesting picture, this one. Doesn't look like much at the moment, but hopefully it will come together. Sometimes you just got to run with it. Sometimes when you plan things, it doesn't mean it comes out. But when you don't plan things, it sometimes comes together. I love it when it happens. So that's a palm in the background. I don't want to run too close to the edge there because there's an embossing on the edge there, which is quite nice. The pad, or this drawing pad, belongs to my wife, and she's got a couple of pages left. It's got a couple of creases in it, but I should hide that with the pencil once it's drawn over the top. So this part here, the leaves, so what I'm going to do with my pencil, I'm just going to randomly make these patterns, and by doing that it's going to represent the leaves. I think the undergrowth or the soil or the bed of this forest is going to be the hardest part. Now if I run it over of what I've just done, it will hide the pattern in which I'm creating here. I'm just randomly making this pattern. It's very what do you call? Oh, I don't know what you call it. It's not consistent. It's not. It's randomly done, so it's not the same. So you're not seeing the same thing repeated, which is good. Okay. I'll come back to that later because I can fill that in by adding some shading and some different pencil in there. I'm going to do the same here as well. It's a quick way of adding detail without actually thinking about it. Just letting it go. You're not thinking about this. Okay, and over here I'll do the same. I might change my pencil to this one here. Oh, that's better. In fact, I've never done this before or used this technique. I thought I'll try it out. I can always rub it out and do it again if I don't like it, but it should come together. It's a great way of getting something done quickly, because if you wanted to draw the leaves individually, this will take you forever. I mean, the effect would be amazing, but I think I can get the same effect by doing this if I am clever enough. So I'm going to speed it up now. So I've roughly filled those areas in. I've also did these parts in here because prices don't finish just at this line here. I want it to carry on through there. Now I'll fix this up. I'll come back to it and fix it up, but it's just a background part, and I'll be adding some more texture to these later. So let's do the mountain in the background. Now this paper is really different to draw on than the A4 that I've been using. It really brings out the pencil. So I'm just going to darken all this off. I'm not going to press too hard because I don't want to get that shine that lead gives. They've got these new pencils out now that prevents the shine, but to prevent it you just don't press hard. Now I'm going to go this way to represent a land. It's really funny, this paper. It's like I'm drawing on concrete. It's got a very strong texture. Reminds me of the paper that I used to use when I was at high school. Yeah. Trees. Fill them in down here. Give them trunks. Through there. Might do a cliff bank here. Through there. So this part here will be with toys and river stones and so on, and trees. Okay, now what I'm going to do in the background of the hill or the mountain, I'm just going to get my rubber and I'm just going to rub out. I'm going to go this way first and this way. You can get these rubbers that are like pens and they can remove certain parts of your drawings to highlight it. It's quite clever. Okay, so what I've done is I've made the mountain a little lighter to separate the three areas from the mountain to this part and the trees in the front here. I've added a cliff in there and I've added the bark and the tree. I'm starting to add in the detail in the leaves. So it's coming along. I'm creating this effect is because I've done the squiggles and now I'm just lightly going over with my pencil the shading over the top like that, but not covering up the squiggles. Now there's a separation here, so I'm going to make this a little darker through here to highlight the two different parts of the tree. And I made it dark on the bottom here because it's the underneath parts of the leaves. I'm not going to cover all of it. I'm going to leave little bits of white through there. Now I'll do the same here as well. It takes time. The secret is to not to give up. If it doesn't look good, don't get rid of it. Just keep going because you can fix it. In fact, I was going to give this one up and by starting again, but I thought no, I'll carry on and keep going with it and see what I can do. And it seems to be coming together quite nicely, so as you can see, we have this, and we've ended up with this, and so it's great. So you can see the lines underneath that I've created, and I'm just blocking it off with some shading. And I've gone a little dark through here. Now if I were drawing from a photograph, then there will be a lot more detail, of course, through here. I'll make this part light, because if there's light coming from the other side, this will be a lot lighter, and I'll make this darker through here because it's towards us. In fact, when objects are closer to us, they seem darker, and when objects are further away, you make them lighter. But that's not all. That's not the case in some cases. In fact, I've seen backgrounds that are darker and the foreground is lighter. It's just the way the light hits the landscape. But in most cases it's done where the background's lighter or a lighter colour. It's easier to do in paints than in pencil. And something that's closer to you is darker. Bringing it forward. Pencil I'm using, I think it's a 2B or an HB, but it's great. It's given to me while I was dining out at a restaurant. They'll give you out pencils to customers. In fact, I went back again to get some more because I love using them. They're a great medium to use. Okay, so there we go. And I'll come through here. It's going to be one of these drawings that I'm going to come back and do some more later on. Going to be a short video. It's going to be a long one. Okay. Now, with the bark of the tree, what I might do is I'm going to put a plant in the tree here. creepers. I'm not sure what you call these. I think they're called creepers. Plants that grow on trees. If you know what the names are, let us know in the comments box below. I'll put another one here. A lot of New Zealand trees have them. Now, let's do the bark. Okay. Now, I could put some shading in the trees here, but they'll probably make them too dark. I want them to stand out, so I'm just going to leave them with them being white. Now I'm going to go over and do the other tree on the other side. So what I've done now is I've added the shading to here. I'm not quite happy with certain parts, so what I've done is I use my rubber and I can rub them out, give it some sort of texture. And I've added some more trees there. I removed the part that I put there, I didn't like it. So we're getting there, slowly getting there. And even though or once it's finished, I'm still going to go back and carry on finishing the rest of the drawing up. Now, I'm going to show you later what it's going to look like completely finished, right? Because I'm going to sit in a different seat. It's very uncomfortable sitting at this little table drawing for 4 or 5 hours, so I'm going to sit comfortably in another chair. I've added smaller parts of the tree in here because it was starting to look like jigsaw puzzle pieces, so I've added this detail in here, which is bringing it all together. I've added the palm trees, or the Nikau palm trees in here, with some grasses. Added another tree in the background there, and some toys. And I've decided I'm going to put a waterfall right in here with some rocks on either side. And I've carried on with the trees at the top there. So it's coming along slowly, but yeah. And in the background, there is a mountain, but not a tall mountain with no snow on it. So it's a very low, or you could say it's a tall hill. But I still got to go and finish this part off here, so I'll show you that next. It's taken me nearly 6 hours to draw this, and sorry about the bad lighting. It is now night time, and I've added this part over here. So let's get a view of the whole thing. There we go. It's a big picture, and I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing next week, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. It was a little different than I normally do, but have a wonderful new week, and I'll catch you guys again later. And if you have any suggestions for my next imagination drawing, please write it in the comments box below. Thank you. Bye now.